This is me, Lady Infamous 415, Grown Women Gaming, Volume 55 up in here. I got my lovely ladies here. Miss Delilah HD.
What's up? What's up? Glad to be here on this beautiful Saturday. What's going on?
And I got Miss CHAREECE in the building. How you doing, girl?
What's up, everybody? Hope everybody had a good year.
Okay. My bad. We have our first gamer spotlight of 2019. He is one of the OG members of Grown Man Gaming, and if you guys don't know, that's what inspired me to do Grown Women Gaming. He got the Gawd squad. He's out here collecting shinies on Pokemon, and he's keeping it 100 all the time. We have UTxDaProph3cy. Good morning.
What's going on, everybody? I'm happy to be here. Let's talk about this talk.
Okay, we're gonna talk about this talk. So, what we do with our Gamer Spotlight UTX is I'm gonna shoot you some questions, and you just answer them personally for you before we even get to start of the flow of the podcast. So, can you give us a little bit? I know you're very private with your stuff, with your personal stuff, but just tell us a little bit about yourself, just a little bit.
I mean, the funny thing is I'm not really private. I'm probably the most open book ever.
You are.
Yeah, like in what sense? Like how my age? What you want to know? My age? Like when I am? Like what you want to know?
Like you caught me off guard with that one. Just how about?
I got one. How about this? Gaming. What's your top 5?
Oh, that's a good one.
Top 5 games.
Yeah.
Hey,
Period.
Yo, chill, B. Hold on. Let's go ahead and say number 1 is a game on Sega Genesis called X-Men. It was like a 2-player game, but you could only have like 4 characters, but you could call in assists from other characters. That was the first video game actually that I ever stole in life at Video Station. Shout out to Video Station. Sorry we made y'all go out of business. So that's number 1. Then I gotta go ahead and say Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
Ooh, I like that.
Mortal Kombat Trilogy is just like, first of all, I'm a massive Mortal Kombat fanatic, so like I don't really play a lot of other fighting games. They all trash in my opinion, even though I whoop your ass in all of them. But like Mortal Kombat has just always been the GOAT for me. Let me see. I gotta throw a Pokemon in there, so I'll say Pokemon like Yellow, just because it followed the TV show, and it was different than any other of the Pokemon game. Gears of War 1 changed, like Gears of War 1 revolutionized gaming for me, bro. Like, because prior to that, I didn't even know what an Xbox was. I didn't even have the original Xbox. So I was a super Sony, Nintendo, Sega dude. And Gears of War 1, I remember when I first seen the trailer for that, they had the chainsawing dudes and stuff like that. That shit was crazy. And I'll throw in Call of Duty 4, because Call of Duty 4 is another game that changed my mentality. Aside from Gears, I wasn't really playing hella shooters like that. And then Call of Duty 4 came, and then they had like the kill streaks, and you could earn kills. You know, you had to get kills to get kill streaks. That was fire, and it was the first Call of Duty to do that. So like that was hella revolutionary as well.
Oh wow! So you got a nice little spectrum right there. You got, what you said, Call of Duty, Pokemon. You got a nice little mix. So
yeah.
And you sure like all time top 5 all time?
Yeah, those would be my 5.
Man.
The only one that's never switching is like, I'll switch some things out, but the only one that never switches is that X-Men game. Because sometimes I'll throw in like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1989, the Manhattan joint.
Now, is it the X-Men from like the side scroller kind of like game? What kind of?
Yeah, it's a side scroller, and I remembered every boss. Like, that's how much I played that game, and like, was in Gawd. I even got the game on my phone. That's like that's literally my favorite game of all time. And it's not even that good. That's what's even crazy about it. It's not even that good, but it was just so fire to me.
That nostalgia gets you every time.
Yeah. So what got you into gaming in the beginning, UTX?
So funny enough, my parents, my mom's and my sperm donor, I don't really call that nigga my pops like that, but he met my mom's in the arcade.
Oh, really?
So I always said I felt like I was born to game. So my older brother is he's like 7 years older than me. I was his test dummy. So like when I was like 3, 4, 5, 6 or whatever, he would like put in like Mortal Kombat on Sega or Street Fighter and stuff like that, and he would like just use me as the beat up on button so he could test his moves out and beat his friends. So he like practice fatalities and stuff on me until I got to the point where I started whooping his ass. Then he could no longer do that. So like at a very young age, I say like 5, 6, I was whooping my older brother ass in these games, and then in turn I was getting my ass whooped because he was mad and hating. But yeah, I just felt like that instantly got me hooked into gaming. So I've been gaming ever since.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Nice. Now, how did you get into GMG?
GMG was brought to me from my boy. His name is It's My Back Hurt. I've known him since Call of Duty 4, so probably like 12 years or whatever. So he basically was just like, yo, I mess with you. I really want you to do this show. And at the time it was on the phone. It was on the radio. And he was like, yeah. So he came to me and he was just like, yo, I want you to do this show with these 2 other dudes, and you're gonna get paid for it, and it's just gonna be about gaming and whatever else y'all want to talk about. So I was like, I bet. So he introduced me to Chase. So it was originally me, Chase, my boy Jive Turkey, and then there was another dude named It's Real Sense. He's an Irish dude. So it's supposed to be us 4, but Backhurst never actually really wanted to do the show. He just wanted to put it together. So we did maybe 2 episodes on the radio. And it was, I don't remember what it was. It was like 1-800 something. But we was on the radio, and then like we had to call in, and then guests called in or whatever to ask questions and things like that. And then Chase was just like, yo, this is kind of fire. We should bring it to YouTube. So it was initially supposed to be on my channel because Chase didn't want to do it on his channel. But I was lazy and was like, nah, I don't want to do all that shit. So we put it on his channel, and then, we just kind of took off. So like I actually wasn't on the first episode because I was busy, but from the second episode on, I was on every single one. And then later on, we got, I think one of our first guests was Ricky. So I don't even know, like Chase didn't even know Ricky. He just said he wanted to come on, and we just, all right, come through, whatever. So he came on, I think the 3rd or the 4th episode. And then a few episodes later, he brought on a dude by the name of Abel. And then, we just kind of vibed with us 4 for a long time and inviting guests and stuff.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Now, that's nice. I say this phrase because I got it from you. You don't trust Activision products. You said this years ago, and you know me. I was protecting Call of Duty like it was my baby daddy or something. But it's 2019. I do not trust Activision products. Why don't you trust Activision products?
Because I'm not stupid. Like Activision, they started something a long time ago. And I like to give them credit for this because they're the biggest. That doesn't mean that they were necessarily the first, but I do think because of their name, there were games out that were giving free things, map designs, and all of this stuff way before you had to pay for them. And then Call of Duty comes around, Call of Duty 4, and they start charging people $20, $30, $40 for 2 and 3 maps. And I'm just like, yo, what? And like, even then, when you're a fan of something, you have no choice but to buy it or to miss out. So of course you're gonna buy these map packs because you want to play with your friends.
Right.
And then I'm just like, yo, I noticed that trend. So they started this little trend. So these microtransactions in games, I really blame Activision for. And anytime they do anything stupid, it's always their fault. Destiny was one of the worst. The way that they got away and around just breaking up a full-fledged game that was already well put together in Destiny 1. And then Activision got their holds on it because they put 500 M's behind it, as they should have. And they broke it down and was like, nah, what we're going to do is we're going to break this part up, this part up, this part up, this part up, and then charge it in separate parts. Dog, Activision killed Destiny. Destiny is one of my favorite games of all time, too. I could have put that on my top 5. Like, the way Activision got their hold on it and separated that game. If you ever played Destiny 1, you'll realize like pre the DLC, the game makes zero to no fucking sense. It makes no sense until you have the full game, the full DLC. And Activision destroyed that. And that's my number one hate for them. Now, granted, they do some things well, like Overwatch, but that's because they don't have nothing to do with that. Blizzard runs that. Like, some people, they know not to fuck with. Activision is destroying countless of video games throughout the history that we used to love as kids. They destroyed Tony Hawk. They destroyed Spider-Man.
Man, wow.
Fuck, they destroyed Spider-Man or Spyro. They destroyed hella games that we grew up on. And I'm just like, bruh, I don't trust them niggas. I will never trust them niggas. That don't mean I ain't gonna buy their shit. I just don't trust them. Now I know what I'm getting into when I buy their shit.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Were there any challenges or adversities that you had to overcome in the processing of getting where you at right now as a gamer?
I mean, yeah, we all suffer from hate on you because you're black. Like, you know, if you person of color or anything like that, they hate us before they get to know us. So that's probably the biggest. But one of the grimiest things about YouTube, or I can't really speak on it from Twitch's perspective, but I just know, like, coming up on YouTube wise, if someone has a bigger channel than you and they watch your videos, people, and it's definitely happened to me, people will tend to steal your content and pass it off as like it's theirs.
Oh, wow.
And then they will never give you the credit or shout out. And then later on, when newer people start subbing to you or following you, they'd be like, oh, you got this from so-so and so-and-so. Like, no, I've been doing this way before. So you always have to constantly prove yourself by like sending screenshots. I mean, some people don't care, but I know early on I really did care. So I used to send screenshots like, look, no, I uploaded this video 2015. He just uploaded this 2017. So obviously he took this from me. And then I've had people, and I'm sure like, you know, like Chase and other people have, we've dead ass had people steal our videos, our Call of Duty content and commentary and our gameplays, download it, upload it on their channel and do commentary over our commentary. So make it seem like it was their video. And I remember seeing that for the first time and I just started laughing. I was like, bro, it says my name every time he got a kill. Like, you can't block that. So like, what is this dude doing? But like, definitely those are probably the biggest, those are definitely the biggest, like people stealing your content and basically just you know, it's blatant racism in the YouTube world.
And digital media in general. I mean,
yeah.
And you can imagine what it's like sometimes with playing online, and you know, you get the N-word and stuff from other people and things like that. It's still very prevalent, you know, whether you get messages and everything.
And I can't even imagine, you know, what it's like for y'all. Because, you know,
Man,
y'all are
last night I was playing Overwatch. This little kid's like, hey, you suck. I'm the best player in Overwatch. I'm like, how old are you, bro? I'm like, why are you talking to people like that? Just because, like, I completely agree with what UTX and Delilah's been saying. It's a mountain that we all climbing, but we climbing up slowly. I wish it'd be a little bit faster, but
I remember,
slowly.
Like, I remember, you know, playing Call of Duty, and that's the mark of the N-word and racist stuff. But as a dude, that's all I got. It was just, you know, in this, go back to Africa, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
As a woman, you guys get that 10 times fold, because not only are you getting called racist slurs, but you're also being told to go make a sandwich or, you know, this, that, and the third. Like, I've heard some wild dudes and say some wild, crazy things. And I'm just like, bruh, being a woman in gaming is gotta be one of the hardest things.
Well, see, it's kind of gotten, yeah, I mean, it's still bad. Don't get it wrong. That's why, you know, it's rare that I play with like strangers and things like that. I kind of stick with the same select group of people that I play with, just so I can avoid all of that. You get just straight to the game. You got to worry about the, like you said, the hoopla around it all. And so, But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's a problem still, and it's just sad that these companies haven't cracked down on it or tried to do anything about it. It's still a problem.
One thing I will say, there's one company that somewhat has tried to do something. Siege. I don't know if y'all play Rainbow Six, but Rainbow Six.
I do. I do.
Yeah, I do. Rainbow Six has definitely tried to crack down on it, like because you can on PC you can text, and talking like that. So like they instantly ban people that's typing the N-word now. Like so, they're one of the very few companies I've ever actually seen try to, do something about it. Like it just always seems like. See, I don't know how it works because it's like almost like censoring, your freedom of speech. So I don't know how like that the whole thing would really work playing like 2K or like, Gears or something, how they can without actually sitting there listening to you guys speak 24/7. But I do like Rainbow's approach when you can text and talk and kick people the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, and another thing too, like I know my husband, he plays NHL, the hockey game, and he says like you can create your own group names and player names, and it's always something racist and stuff in the naming. We're like they be naming their players all kind of crazy racist stuff. And he said I'm gonna be doing a video on it. He sent me like screenshots, all kind of stuff. So I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit later on in the year about it in more detail, but. Yeah, I mean, it's good to hear that Siege is doing something. I mean, something's better than none at all.
Yeah, because we've been sitting around for Nathan for a long time.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have my final question for you, UTX, is do you have any expiring words for any future YouTubers or streamers that you want to give out?
No, I'm keeping all them jewels to myself. Now let me stop. I think that
at least one. I
think the best thing to do is find yourself a group of people and build with them. Go into YouTube or Twitch or any social media that you want to become bigger with that inspiration and aspiration not to make money. Right. Because whenever you go into something expecting to get so much out in the third or basing your pockets based off of somebody else's pockets, it brings jealousy, envy, hate, and all these type of things that you might not naturally have, but it comes with the price. So I always say, start off with find yourself a group of people somewhere similar. The channel size is like, you don't want to be 100 subs going after somebody that got 1 million subs. That's not going to work. But if you find someone that's 100 subs, maybe they got 300 subs, you got 400, blah, 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 and build a team together and help each other build from that platform. Like, support each other like crazy. Tweet about each other, so on and so forth. Like the only way to really get anywhere is to help each other grow. We're in an age where it's easier to show support than it is to not. Early on YouTube, that's kind of how it was. People really show support. Like we used to do dual comms 24/7. We used to do, this wasn't podcasts, but we used to do like commentaries together, so on and so forth. There was hella channels created for the community, and I kind of see that kind of coming back a little bit via Twitch and YouTube. So like that's probably the best advice I can give. And don't be afraid to be yourself. Never try to be somebody else. Don't base your life off of somebody else's. Like you don't need to create a persona. Just be your natural self, whether you're funny, whether you're good at games, whether you're not good at games. People will tune into you just because there's somebody out there that's going to like you. Everybody doesn't need to like you, and everybody doesn't need to love you, but there are people that will like you, and there are people that will love you and show support to you 24/7. So those are probably the best jewels that I can give.
Yeah, definitely big ups to all of GMG, because I remember when we were on GRG and 3MG came on. It was like we were super early too in regards to getting GRG started, and he was one of our first guests on the show, and he was like growing really rapidly at the time. I think he had like 7,000 or so. And I thought that was just a big deal because usually it's harder to get people who have like these larger channels or more followers on their particular YouTube channels to come on, because they You're always trying to scout and see if it's good marketing for them, and so on and so forth. And I just think that it's great when people don't even care about all that, and they can talk about the topics and talk about the games. And so thank you for coming on, definitely.
Nah, I appreciate y'all. One thing I've always been about is I've always, if anybody's ever sent me a video said, "Can you watch this?" I've always done it. The reason being because first of all, especially if I'm not doing nothing, I'm not gonna just like throw it away or delete it. Like I will always check out. I used to get hundreds of like, "Yo, check this out, check this out." Okay, bet, I'll do it. Like that ain't nothing, because you might have something, and then people will ask me to critique their channel and stuff like that. I'm like, "I bet, I'll give you my honest opinion because you need to hear it, and you can develop and grow from that point." It does to me. It shouldn't matter your channel size or your status or whatever. Like we all humans, we all trying to make it, we all trying to live, we trying to eat. So like, why not be able to help the next person out? That's just always been my whole mentality.
Ooh, preach.
Lady, you forgot the classic question though. What you playing right now? Like, what you playing right now? Like, what's in your console?
Because I moved, like I don't have none of my stuff with me. So like the only thing I have is really my Switch. So I'm just playing Pokemon Let's Go and Mario Kart at the moment. But like once I get my PC back and all that stuff, I'll be probably playing like Jump Force and Anthem and all that stuff.
Oh man, that's like February, right? That stuff come out.
Yeah.
People on that Jump Force hype. CHAREECE, I know you quiet in the background. What you been playing, girl?
No, I was listening to old boy. He was talking that, spitting that stuff. I was trying to take notes. I want to learn. Hell, I'm new in this. I want to learn. But yeah, I don't know what the hell I've been playing. I'm still on my holiday trip, so I'm got to get back into groove of playing and getting back online. Like for the last 2 weeks of December, I completely shut off everything because I was trying to spend time with family and all that. So I'm finally getting back. I played Odyssey. I played some Destiny because I finally got my first girl up to 600. I even played some with Delilah, which is always a blast.
Thank you.
Yep, always. What else? Oh, I let my daughter kick my ass in Super Smash Brothers. That was always nice. Like she didn't tell me how to play till after she had won like 3 matches. It was interesting. It was interesting. So that's what I played over the break.
Okay, what about you, Delilah? What you been playing?
Man, I've been playing. Been on that Game Pass hype. So I've been playing Celeste. Of course, I'm still trying to finish up Ashen. CHAREECE just mentioned Destiny 2, so I'm trying to continue the grind in that. Play a little bit of Dead or Alive with GWG crew. Play some Rush. That's pretty much it.
Oh, me, I've been mixing. I haven't been like playing as much as I want to because of the holidays, but I finally got started with God of War. It was $25. I had to cop it. I also am playing Horizon Zero Dawn. I like Horizon Zero Dawn. And also Red Dead Redemption. So I'm really RPG heavy this last week. I did play some Mortal Kombat New Year's Eve with K Mega and Unsheath P. I hold my own. I ain't say I was the best, but the best fighter was a girl because it was this girl whooping ass. I forgot her name.
What was her name? Oh my God, Vampire, something like that. What was her name?
Yeah,
something like that.
She was doing 14 straight. I'm like, okay. Yes. So, definitely, I'm definitely going to cop. I'm going to double dip on the Mortal Kombat. I already got it pre-ordered on the PlayStation, so it's about to go down. Well, let's just get started to our first topic at hand. Anthem's public demo is coming out like towards the end of the month. I'm thinking. Are you guys excited about Anthem based on what you experienced with gameplay or interviews or trailers or anything? Let's start with CHAREECE.
Yes, I am very excited to play this demo because this demo is going to actually decide if I get this game or not. Since I missed out on the previous private beta, the private alpha that came out, this is my only chance to play this game before it drops. So I'm going to be very critical of this beta to see if I want to play it or not. So I'm hoping for the best, but I'm slowly kind of expecting the worst. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
What about UTX? How you feel about Anthem?
I want to play it. I've watched them stream it because they did like a few streams of it or whatever, but they weren't really getting into the nitty gritty of it. They weren't really showing like the loot and stuff, but the idea behind it kind of seems like Destiny or Division with like mech suits or Titanfall type suits and stuff like that. And the premise sounds really great. I'm nervous about these type of games in general, just because again, Destiny suffered it when it first came out. Destiny 1 I'm referring to. I'm nervous about the lack of versus what is there, because with these type of games, these grind heavy loot type of games, like we don't know anything about Anthem as far as like, are they going to do raids? Are they going to do like, Destiny as strikes and stuff like that? Or is it just flying around, killing a bunch of monsters and trying to grind? I can see that being really boring and repetitive, especially if I don't even know if there's a story in the damn game.
Yeah, it has a story.
So it does have a story?
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah, it's 4 players, right? Yeah,
it's 4 players.
It's BioWare, so I'm hoping there's a good ass story. That's the only redeeming quality that this game has from that is a BioWare game, and they have excellent stories.
Yeah, so like I'm just nervous, but I don't like to shut shit down until I play it myself. So I'm still looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Delilah, what about you?
Yeah, so for me, I was lucky to play the alpha. I liked what I played. I think the movement and stuff was really smooth and buttery. I like that. I can't talk about it much outside of that, but man, from what I've seen, it looks cool. The only thing I worry about is the enemies and the AI. Everything else has been butter. Like as far as graphically, it looks good. The gameplay is great. It's just those enemies, man. I think I'm gonna see if I can describe it. It's more like you remember with Division, when you first played Division and you had like the enemies that were kind of like sponges,
Yeah.
They weren't really that tough. You could just kind of shoot them, and then that was kind of end of it. Not really a challenge. That's what I worry about when it comes to Anthem. Is the enemies and AI. Like they can nail that. I think it's great. The story seemed cool because they show a little bit of that in the alpha. But I mean, I like they showed the different javelins and things in past streams, and so that looked cool. But man, I don't know. I hopefully they have enough content because gamers, they'll get in there and they'll burn through it in like 2 days, and then it's like, okay, and then what else do you got? And so they have to prepare themselves for that, and hopefully they come with it, and it's a lot for people to kind of stick their teeth into. But we'll see. Other than that, I'm excited.
I'm glad you brought that up. Actually, the sponges, because when they were live streaming, they were taking out like this big ass monster, and it was like mad easy, and I'm just like, bro, like they barely they didn't even take no damage for real. I'm like, are these niggas playing on very easy or what? Like, because they took no damage, and I'm like, this dude looked like he should have swung once and killed everybody.
Right. Like I worry about the challenge because in Anthem, you can just tell from the streams that you seem like you very powerful. Like you could become very powerful, almost godlike. So if they're gonna have to do a lot of balancing to make sure that those enemies are providing enough challenge to keep gamers coming back. And that's the only problem. And that, of course, the loot system. That's still an anomaly. We don't know what that's gonna be like. So.
I'm gonna keep because we still under NDA, so I'm gonna keep my answer short and sweet. I wait till it go on sale.
Oh, don't say that.
It was an alpha. You gotta,
Don't
say
that.
Alpha. It wasn't like it was a beta. Like when the beta dropped in.
Well, I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even interested in the beta.
Oh no! Don't say that. Oh.
I played the alpha also, and I don't even feel that way. The way she feels about it. So
it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. I can respect that. My time is precious. My time is precious. I can't get bamboozled like Fallout 76.
Oh God.
What you mean? Oh God.
No,
oh, God,
Fallout 76.
Okay, because you was on it. I was on the alpha. I was on the beta test. I was on the stress test, and all that time I was like, you know what? I could have canceled my pre-order, but no, you know, I'm not. If there's an opportunity to play a demo, an alpha, a beta, I suggest you do it because that helps you determine on your purchase that you're making. You know what I mean? And I'm waiting till man, this gonna have to catch me on the summer winter sale.
Bam.
Hey, yo, there's only one game that ever did that to me, and that was Sea of Thieves. I played that multiple alpha, and I was just like, "You got it, bro. You got it."
So, let's go to our next topic. I don't have them up, but let me do it. Project Card Developers is making a new game console. That's the Mad Box, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Video game industry is making money. Apparently, Soldier Boy trying to do a console, and what Google's trying to do one, and Atari's bringing back the old ones. But Slightly Mad Studios, the developers behind Project Cars 2, Need for Speed, racing games, they are announcing a video game console, but the information is kind of sketchy though. All it says is like if you want 4K in VR is 60 frames per second. As far as their advertisement, based by Ian Bell, is that his name? Yes, it is.
Yeah, Ian Bell.
So, do you think? My question for the panel is this is going to be what it's going to be like now? Everybody try to get in the hardware business. Do you think that Mad Box is something that you might want to cop? What kind of specs do you want in this Mad Box? Let's start with Delilah.
Sure. So like I look at this, and from my understanding, it's gonna be like a Steam box. So it's just them getting their own spec set and making a Steam box. So it's not them creating their own separate UI and trying to compete with like Sony or trying to compete with Microsoft or Nintendo or anything like that. It's just them bringing out their own separate hardware. But I mean, they could very well advertise it a bit differently to kind of gain interest. But nah. I mean, I built my own PC. I love mine, and I feel like there's no reason for me to upgrade right now. And it depends on when this come out, whether it's going to be as powerful as what I got right now. So we'll see. But right now, it's a no.
No? Okay, what about UTX?
I don't think that there's room for any company to try to come out with a new system and compete with what's already out there, to be honest. I think it's cute. I mean, it's cute that you're doing that over there, but like nobody really cares. Who's really like we being honest, bro? Unless I'm rich or a multi-millionaire, ain't nobody supporting this shit, bro. Like and I feel bad because they're gonna waste all their money, time, and effort putting in this for two people to buy this motherfucker.
Like that many.
So how many people you know about Steam boxes? Let's be real. Like
I don't know anybody that bought a Steam box.
A Steam box.
I don't know a single person. I don't know a single person that bought the Ouya.
Right.
Like I don't know nobody. Listen, bro. It comes down to your hardware, software, all that's cute. But what it comes down to is these games. If your games ain't hidden, then nobody's going to care. The number one game that came out for Xbox 360 was Gears. The way that transitioned from, Halo, blah, 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 to get that was like, yo, what the fuck? I need this. If you don't have no games to show me, and if you come out with a racing game, that's not going to be Nathan for me, bro. Like a damn Project Car game, and then just a brand new system, that's doing Nathan for my imagination at all, bro. I would rather stick to Forza or Need for Speed, bro. Like that, I think it's a waste of money. And if they got money like that to waste, then why don't they just go ahead and donate it to me? Because I see purpose. It's purpose.
Oh man. With me, I'm like in the process of building my PC right now, so it's like this not even in my specs. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even in. First of all, it looks like it's gonna be pre-built with all the shits in it, right? So I'm not. I want to learn piece by piece how to build a PC. My eyes is not trying to find a pre-built system. I don't care how good it is. Because if I buy this pre-made build system with 120 FPS and something breaks down, I won't know what to do because I bought me a pre-built.
Gotta send it in.
I gotta look up Google and see what the fuck's wrong with my shit. I want to know what's wrong with my PC, and in order for me to do that, I truly believe that you gotta research your parts, put it together. That type of effort, you know what I mean? That is much rewarding to me than this Mad Box, to be honest with you. And by the look of it, they probably gonna put Project Cars VR in the console, and they can probably use their backlogs of games and put it in VR. But they're just saying what it can do, but it's not telling me what games you got on it. Cause like UTX said, if there ain't no games, ain't nobody.
The problem is niggas throw around 4K like that means something. Like that don't mean nothing if your 4K games is trash. Like I don't give a damn about Minecraft in 4K, nigga. Like I don't. If you're not showing me something worthwhile, then there's no point. And then we also at a time where VR isn't really popping the way it was supposed to. I think VR is like the equivalent of DVD. I don't know if y'all really remember when DVD first came out, but DVDs was trash. Nobody was buying them. It was way too expensive. And it took many years for it to pop off. I feel like VR is the same way. VR probably will pop off, but it won't be for another 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to wear a damn headpiece 24/7, bro. Like we already wear earphones or headphones. Like don't nobody want to be, especially if you wear glasses.
Yeah.
VR it's not convenient at all, bro. Like, cause I have like a Samsung VR jump, and I used to watch like Netflix on it because it was cool for that, but I couldn't sit there for.
You had the one with you put your cell phone into it, slide it.
Yeah. So like, and I used to like listen to music or I watch Netflix, and so like, I'm not doing that for we gamers. So like, we can go from game sessions from like anywhere from 1 to 8 to 9 hours playing. Ain't nobody doing that with no headset on their head, bro. With no damn VR. Like you get motion sickness and all that.
I have an Oculus, so I've played the max amount of hours I've played on it is about 3 hours. After that, I can't do it. It's like okay, it's too much.
What happened after
I just felt like losing touch with reality almost. You know what I mean? You inside this world this whole time, and then it gets kind of sweaty in there. You know what I mean? Because it's wrapping around your entire face and it's covering part of your face, and so it's kind of you can kind of
you ain't lying. Like a lot of touch reality is 100% true. Because when I've had mine on for a long time and I got out, bro, I thought I was in the Matrix. I was like,
right, like whoa, what's real? That sounds crazy.
This is a little weird. Like I don't know if this is real life anymore.
But I mean, I've enjoyed it. I still enjoy it, But it's just funny that you pointed out the whole 4K thing, and I agree with you 100% because if you look at the Steam analytics, like gamers still playing in 720 and 1080p on PC.
People can't afford it.
It's like even with this graphic cards upgrade, that's only like a few percent. That's not even like the majority. Majority still playing 1080p. So I don't understand why that's still like a huge talking point
because it's the start of it. Like with with VR, the next few years, the medium or the normal will be 4K, but by the time the normal is 4K, they were talking about fucking 8K or something like that. So like that.
8K. I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even get 4K yet. I didn't even get to the 4K. Y'all, Chareece, how do you feel about this?
I think this is a waste of money. Like, they concentrate on your games. Better if you want to do something different, maybe come out with a new IP or something. But to come out with a new console again that nobody's gonna buy, hardly anybody's gonna pay attention to, and you already saying it's gonna be 3 years for anything physical is actually out on the market. Dude, just come out with some new IPs or something. We would pay more attention to that than we would to this mythical console. So I would anyway. I would rather have games, be it a multi-plat, whatever. I would rather have games. So do that. Take your time, go to the drawing board, pull some shit out your ass, and come up with some games.
Right. I wonder what make them think that it's gonna be. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They got a lot of nuts, bro. Like, you know how size of nuts you gotta have to be a video game developer and to be like, we coming out with a system, B. Like, right. What makes them think anybody is going to buy this, bro? Like, I felt like they was just drunk on New Year's one day, was just round chilling. It's just like, yo, nigga, we should come out with a console. So that should be fire. And then somebody's like, yo, we should, bro. And then it's like, we here now.
My thing is, what make them think that they can do it better than what's already out there? Like doing, but you
And,
got more
and they
resources
probably-
than Microsoft. You got more resources than Sony. Like, what make you think
Exactly.
you're gonna be able to do it better than Google? Like, are you serious?
and it makes it. They also doing showing prototypes of the system.
Oh, are
Like
they?
I just I sent some to the chat, but yeah, they're literally like it's gonna be like a big old box, and it's gonna be an M embedded in it, and it's gonna like this. It looks like almost like a gaming PC. It's
They're gonna have exclusives. Like, what they?
yeah. They say shit about exclusive. They just trying to show you how pretty it is. Again,
Yeah.
I'm kind of with UTX on this. They just put this shit out. They asked on New Year's Eve because they was drunk and high.
Yeah, facts. They was on them Zannies and was just like, fuck it.
When you got money like that to burn, oh my
silly.
god!
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, I'm thinking of it like business wise. Like,
Yeah.
who greenlit this, bro? Like,
Yo, but to be fair, I used to say the same thing about Fortnite, and I look at us now, man. I mean, I gave Fortnite the business when they first came out. Like,
yeah, but
who
that's
played it?
different though. That's different because Fortnite is designed for kids. This is designed for us.
I would say,
And
yeah,
it's not gonna work.
it's not.
I need to figure out like why they got so much. Like, yo, no disrespect. What is it? They Project who? What's their name?
Project Cars developer. Yeah.
Okay, so what other? No disrespect to them. But what other games do they have? other
That's
than
it.
The developers
That's
have
the only games they got. So that means.
and Project Cars. That's it.
So how many do they own? Like all of? Like how many individual games do they have that are on?
See, I'm not sure about that.
Do they even own
Because-
their own IPs? Because
That's
one
my
I know,
question.
Right.
That's my
It's
thing.
straight EA. I don't know none of the people that make Need for Speed. I just know EA does it, and they all suck for the last 5 years.
Right. That's my point. So it's like, yo, you coming out with a game system, you don't even own the rights to your own games. Like,
Yeah.
What
So the
you
company
doing,
is called Slightly Mad Studios. Apparently, I knew they made Project Cars, but that's about it. I haven't heard of anything else that they've made. But yeah, this is a stretch.
yo, that's straight to Netflix right there, boy. Like that's out of there. We gonna go ahead
we're
and
red
get
boxing
this
this
up out of
shit.
there. Yeah, we getting this up out of here.
How
But
you gonna red
they
box the
about to waste
console?
all their money, bro. See, this is the
Red
type.
box.
This is the reason that we still need Blockbuster around. That right there is the reason we need Blockbuster around, so we can go ahead and rent this console for $50.
Yeah.
Try it out and give it back.
Yeah, they've only done racing games. Everything I've looked up, it's all.
Hey,
Yo, if it ain't better than Forza, I don't want it.
And Forza's king right now.
Ain't
Force is
nobody.
king.
First of all, how much is this gonna cost? We ain't even talked about the price. What is
Right.
the price looking like?
Well, they
If
talking
they
about
got 4K, it's got to be 400 plus.
Easy.
yeah, 120 FPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 400 plus off rip. So it's like 500-600 already.
It's like the Jaguar back in the day. What was it? Neo Geo. What was it called? The consoles.
Oh, I remember
Super
that.
expensive. That flopped back in the.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. They gonna have to skip fucking data, bro. They gonna have to get up out of here. They gonna go back. I'm with y'all. They need to come out with a new game. And to be honest with you, I don't even want that if I'm being 100% for real. But like,
Oh,
if anything, yeah, the game gonna get more sales than the goddamn system.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Now, if this was Google saying, "Yo, this is Google's announcing something like this," I'll be like, "Okay, man, they got the money and the funds and the effort to do something like this, but not no Project Cars developer."
That's exactly how I feel. If this was somebody more credible, EA, Rockstar, I wouldn't trust the Ubisoft box. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I really don't even want to trust the EA box if I'm being real. But like, if it was like Google or like somebody else like that, y'all can afford to fail. They got billions. They good. Y'all like not that much more money than me, for real. So like y'all, like we can high key put our money together and come out with a box. Like we can come out with the same shit, B. Like Soldier Boy shit sold more than this shit gonna sell.
Oh.
Wow.
That's cold-blooded, but that might be true. Let me see. I don't know what Jake Paul and Rice Gum. They own some T Martin shit right now.
This is bullshit right here.
Wait, what happened?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Back in the days, right? T Martin was doing was promoting a site to gambling, right? Come to find out that he had like the majority of his viewers were children. and the parents were mad. And come to find out, on T. Martin's particular case, he owned, like, he co-owned the website that he was promoting in his channel.
Right.
So not only
without telling folks.
And he got caught.
And he got caught. And he didn't get no jail time. He just got a big ass fine, and that was it. Well, Jake Paul and Rice, they're doing something as similar, but they're doing like physical items. Like I didn't even know that this was a trend on YouTube. I guess because I just watched my particular set of things to watch. I don't be paying attention to the other stuff. Mm-hmm. I guess you pay, it's a mystery box, and it has like shoes or a shirt or a hat or something like that with name brand stuff, and then you have a chance to win an item. And come to find out that, you know, they're making it easy to get these Yeezys or an expensive pair of Nike, and now they're getting called out.
Oh wow!
Because first of all, Jay Paul and Rice Gum, they, like in T. Martin's situation, the majority of their subscribers or supporters are kids. So not one, you're promoting gambling to kids. Two, I low-key think that this particular website, I'm not gonna say it. You just gonna have to find it, look it up. But I think they either have like an endorsement deal with this website or part owner of it, because for them to do these mystery box trends and come up on some good stuff at a low cost, it's too good to be true. My thing for the panel is, why didn't learn? Didn't they see their predecessors do the same stuff? And you think that there should be a change on when big YouTubers do certain things on their channels? I'm gonna ask you, UTX. Did you understand what I was saying?
Kind of. So, I think this is difficult, right? Because from what I'm understanding, because I actually need to read more about it. From what I understand, that they're doing mystery boxes and giving out like great things in the mystery boxes, correct? And they're probably getting paid
overall, but they're not sending out the actual prizes also.
Also, they're not. So you're buying it, but they're not actually sending it out.
You pay the money, they unbox it online for you, and then whatever you win, they're going to send it to you. But if you read the terms and contract, they actually say we have the right not to send you what you win.
Oh wow!
Oh, so they're basically, hey yo, they robbing niggas. Hey yo, son. Hey yo, son. Yo, the genius level of these people is beyond me,
that fine
son.
Print, boy.
Dog, the way these dudes is really Robin Hood, son. So they open your shit, because I didn't really understand it. So they open the shit. If you get something fire in there, like a diamond necklace or something, they be like, yeah, we sending all this stuff to you, and they keep the diamond necklace. Hey yo, that's
crazy.
That's genius, bro. These niggas is scum. Fuck these niggas. They trash as fuck. But that's genius.
Like, I don't know how much price, but I'm assuming there's different boxes that you can buy online. Like maybe there's a $10 box, maybe there's a $15 box. You know, and they go up in price. But so they'll send you the small stuff. Yeah, hey, get this $10 box. Yeah, hey, here you go, throw that to you. But if you buy like a $50 box, fuck no, you ain't getting that shit.
Oh yeah, they trash and genius at the same time. But I hope something happens to them, because I'm sick of these people on YouTube being allowed to get away with the shit that they get away with. Like if one of us were to do that shit, we going to jail, or FBI. Somebody was on us, bro. Right. These YouTubers with millions of subs get away with the most atrocious things, and it's just like, because they got the money, because they got the lawyers to get away with it. That shit is stupid, because what you said earlier, lady, is fact. Most of these people their subs are 14, 13, 12, 16. I don't know nobody that watches Jake Paul or Rice. I don't know a single person. They're all kids that watch them. So, and you know, today we in the era of, so I grew up, yo, don't touch my mom's purse. Bet.
That part.
These kids nowadays don't do that. They got their mom's credit card. Like they be spending $7,000 on Fortnite skins. So it is the parents' responsibility as well. But like, the kids are a lot more accessible to getting this money. So they probably spending all type of money. And then not only that, if you win something from your favorite YouTuber or whatever, it it does something to you where it makes you just feel like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. So they might be paying just to hope that they unbox their thing on the screen. They need to go ahead and get locked up. It's different than the T Martin situation because they have the fine print. So they're blatantly telling you, by the way, we can hold this. So theirs isn't really illegal, whereas T Martin's was illegal.
Yeah.
So that's the major difference. One was illegal and one wasn't. You just got to be smart enough to read the fine print and say, yo, I might not get this. But you're paying for the chance to get it. T Martin shit, when he got caught, it was the funniest thing ever because he had his login added. Like, I remember the video and the stream because it just happened. Like, he had his login ad. He was like, oh, how did that happen? He tried to play it off like niggas didn't see that he was logged in as an admin. And I was just like, nah, bro, what you doing, son?
Delilah, how you feel about it?
I think that should be against the law. I mean, I feel like even with them putting the fine print in there, that still doesn't excuse him to be doing something like that. First of all, you charging people to get a visual, like a physical loot box, right? Because you don't know what's gonna be in the box, and if it's something good, they get to keep it. Like that's wrong. Like that's just morally wrong. Like, so I hope this doesn't have legs and they don't fall through or go through with this, because I think it's especially with it being promoted to kids, I think it could become a bigger problem. So I don't think they should.
Can I ask, have y'all ever done that before?
Do what?
Buy these mystery boxes?
Hell no. I bought a bundle. I knew what it was, and when I got it sent to me, it was exactly what I got. I buy bundles, but with a bundle, you know what you're getting. You know what I mean?
I really know what
so if I'm saying like $3 on a bundle, it gets sent to me. Yeah, but not like a mystery box. No.
I did one for like, I think it was, I don't know if it was Humble Bundle or whatever. And it literally was a mystery. So it's like $10 and they send it to you and you just get whatever. And I remember getting like a beastie ass Batman comic, Pokemon plushie toy. So it was really just super random. And that happens in the gaming community a lot. They have like tons of sites that do this.
But you actually got something.
Yeah, you actually get stuff. You just don't know what it is. Like, and they don't tell you what it is going to be. It could just be random.
And see, that really doesn't bother me because I do new crates every once in a while when they have something nice in them.
Right.
So that part, but the fact that you're marketing toward kids and you're not actually giving them what they have won, that kind of pisses me off.
Especially if the part with them unboxing it and seeing what's in it, like they show it on YouTube, and then when they send it to you, they can take stuff out. Like that part to me is the sketchy part. Like, I understand they get people buying something and it's random and it's supposed to be a mystery. I get that, but to take stuff out that's originally supposed to be in there, you're fishing at that point. You're fishing for what's good in these random boxes.
They try to get some suckers out here
and money, and it's about money. So
man, that shit is the equivalent of having an exotic in Destiny, going and turning that motherfucker in and turns into a legendary. Like,
right. I remember that.
Hey, what, nigga?
Oh, that flag
exactly.
be hard.
Oh my goodness, great analogy.
Like, what the fuck just happened, bro?
Oh my god. What, CHAREECE, how you feel about it?
I'm sorry, I'm still on my flashback. He brought back some painful memories.
Oh wow, you must have did that. Okay.
Oh, that's happened to me before.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay. Again, mother here. That shit pisses me off so much because again, kids do have more access to money and funds than they did back in the day. So it's like, hey, they take in, especially at Christmas right now, everybody got gift cards left and right. They don't waste their gift card money on some bullshit that they ain't gonna get. So now I gotta figure out how to make my child happy. So of course I'm finna go blow somebody up on YouTube. Like, what the hell are you doing with my money? What is going on? This is not right. They should not be allowed to do this. But because again, it's already in their terms and agreement, it's sort of legal. Might not be morally legal, but it is technically legal. And Jake Paul and them, they're basically getting funded from this. I'm sure they got a check. I don't know how much that check is worth, but I'm sure they got some kind of money off this. They're wrong to promote this to their kids. Thank God my daughter thinks Jake Paul is a dumbass. Like, thank God. So I don't have to worry about that part. But I'm sure there's other parents that have to go through this with some other young child who's going, oh, he does this. I want this. And so they spend their money on that and don't get anything in the long run. That's not right. That kills your dreams and hopes, man. It's not cool.
It's interesting hearing from a parent's perspective because, I can think of that, but I can't actually have the emotion because I'm not.
Trust me.
I have to.
You're not alone.
I have to.
So like, it definitely makes it more troubling from that perspective. But like you said, and like I said earlier, unfortunately, it's not illegal. What they're doing, like, they definitely had some lawyers type this shit up because it's not illegal.
Oh yeah, they crossed their T's and dotted their I's.
Yeah, they made sure that they wouldn't end up like T-Mark. For sure.
Okay.
They made 100% sure.
Okay. On to our next topic. Okay. From Software has developed two new games in development now. Delilah, do you know the repertoire of From Software, like what games they have made in the past?
Yeah, like they're Dark Souls guys. That's one. They did Neo, I think. Was that them? No, that was Sable. My bad. Definitely Dark Souls and Demon Souls, that whole thing.
Okay, so what you think? It's a simple question. What you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be something?
I don't know. Aren't they doing that game Securio as well?
I think so. I think that's them.
So,
Hero,
yeah, Shadow Die Twice, right? Yeah. So, I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're not like, everything to me because I'm not huge on Dark Souls like that, but they're okay. They're a pretty decent developer. So I mean, I'm always down for new games, and they usually do like action games mostly, and fighting type games. So I mean, I don't doubt that they're gonna stick with that, but. Yeah, it's new games. Bring it. If it's good, I play it.
Word on the street is that they might show one of them at E3 this year.
That's a good place to show you new stuff.
I think it's gonna be Bloodborne 2. It has to be.
Bloodborne? Yeah, I forgot that was too.
Yeah, man. I haven't finished Bloodborne yet.
That sounds hard, man.
I'm waiting on my Bloodborne partner, but so it's like sitting on the PlayStation, just ready to be played. I really would like for this company to go something that's not towards like a Dark Soul Bloodborne-esque type game. I want something completely different from the company.
That's what I want. I'm not a fan of Dark Souls. Like, I maybe enjoy watching it, but I would never play it. I think I played the very first one time, and when I kept on dying at the same spot and almost threw my controller, I took that shit back to the store. I think that's the first time I've ever returned the game. I was like, I'm not with this. I can understand some difficulty level, but that shit was like making me have a headache. I couldn't deal with it. Nope, yeah. I want something totally different.
I know with my husband, a similar situation happened. He was playing I think it was Bloodborne. He had the same feeling. Like he didn't like it. It just didn't fit with him.
I like that. I'm sorry. I enjoyed Dark Souls 3 and I enjoyed Bloodborne, so I can't wait. Right. I hopefully it's a part 2. UTX, are you familiar with any of these games? Are you excited about what From Software is about to show us this year?
I'm trying to care. I'm not gonna lie.
I want to be honest.
I don't give a fuck. Bloodborne was cool. That was the first. I never played like Dark Souls and stuff like that, but Bloodborne was the first one I played of them. Bloodborne was definitely very fun. It was very infuriating, but it was very fun. So like, I'm down for Bloodborne 2, but I'm not gonna fake like I'm happy or excited or I need it in my life. That's one of them things. Like Bloodborne 2 come out, I'll be like, all right, cool. I'll cop it whenever I feel like it. Yeah. I'm not like.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Secure.
Let's get it. I'm sorry, I'm still hurt. What about Chareece? Did you want to chime in on this?
No, I already said my piece. I just want something totally different. I can't deal with Dark Souls, any of it. I don't want to deal with any of it. If it makes me want to throw my controller, I am not gonna play it. I will rather watch. I think I watched you play one of them one day.
That was 3.
Yeah, 3. And you died in the same place multiple times, and I was laughing But I was happy that you finally got past it. That would never be me, because I'd have quit long time before that got to that point. So I want something completely different. It can still be action adventure, but something for normal people can play that that have attitude problems and we want to throw stuff. Just bring it down a notch, just a notch.
Okay.
I'm reading the chat and one of y'all said, Delilah said the people that did Tenshu.
Yeah, super.
Tenshu was fire back in the day.
Yeah, Tenshu was awesome. The stealth game.
Tenshu was fire. Tenshu and like Ninja Gaiden was like some of my favorite games.
Yeah, so apparently, according to the chat, like they own the IP and they just haven't. It's been dormant. They haven't done anything with it. So hopefully that's one of the games they're working on. But again, we don't know. But if it's something good and have some substance, then by all means. But I don't know. I'm skeptical because if it's just gonna be another Dark Souls, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah,
I don't want to see Dark Souls again. Do something new.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna pay attention to it.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, let's go to our next topic. This is gonna be very quick because, like, I probably was a little biased on this topic, but all right. It's Infinity Ward's turn. Teasing a new Call of Duty. Quick question: what do you think it's gonna be, and if you're gonna copy it? I'll go first. I think it's either going to be Modern Warfare 4. That's all I can see. I don't, because personally, Ghost was not popping at all, and I think that's what made me stop playing Call of Duty for a while, was playing Ghost. Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be a Ghost 2. I just got a love-hate relationship with it. I don't know.
Just to be real with you, like, as far as this topic is concerned, I'm just kind of roll my eyes when I saw it because it's like, we just got Black Ops, so it's like, I don't really want to talk about a new Call of Duty. Like, are you kidding me? The game literally just dropped.
Yeah, but I feel you, but that's how the rotation go, Delilah. It comes out like October, November, then we get the first map packs by December, and then you get little trickles of what's new coming out.
I get it. It's just what I want from them is to take a break. Like, bro, like I want them to be like, we take a year off and we're gonna regroup and bring people a better game, because our last game didn't have a story, single player, and so we want to bring people a better game. We'll take a year off, pull a Ubisoft, and like they did with Assassin's Creed Origins, and take a doggone break. I'm so sick of Call of Duty.
Can I be technical with you?
Yeah.
Technically, they do.
I would say.
That's why they got 3 teams rotating. I know that. Come on, y'all. I know they got 3 teams. I know this, but but I just call it something else. Like, bring a new IP, do something new. Like, I want to see something different other than like a Call of Duty game slapped on top of it. Like, yeah.
I'm tired of Modern Warfare. Like, if you're gonna do another Call of Duty, can we get something else different? Yeah, Ghosts suck. Well, yeah, but can we? There's other things we could do. With a modern.
They've done every era except for like ancient Egyptian and. What era you want them to do? Like, then they went back into like did the World War stuff. They done the future stuff. We had to go onto the moon. Then they did the. I'm serious. It's just like the one they had where they were in space or whatever. But they've already done all the eras, right? They've done all the eras.
This is just my opinion. The issue with Call of Duty and Call of Duty fans is Call of Duty is like The Simpsons. It's gonna keep coming out. They're gonna keep trying to do different things with it. The problem is when they do different things with it, people hate it. So when people say, "Oh, I want you to do something different," well, they did. They gave you Advanced Warfare.
Don't call it Call of Duty. Just do something new.
Yeah, they did, IP. And they gave everybody Advanced Warfare, and that was completely different than any other.
That
Call
was
of
still
Duty.
Call of Duty. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
but it was
I'm talking
different,
about make a flight simulator. Like, make something completely new.
Like Advanced Warfare, to me, it's unfortunate, and I hate saying this, But Advanced Warfare, aside from Call of Duty 4, is probably the most revolutionary Call of Duty. Because that's when they did the jumping, like the exosuits. That was the start of all that shit. And it was completely different than any Call of Duty. But everybody hated it. And you ran and killed, like the kill time was like damn near 2 seconds. Like you just seen somebody that, but it was trash. Unfortunately, and then like once that happens, because the majority of people hated Advanced Warfare, they go back to boots on the ground, and that's what people wanted. But they try to give people something new. And unfortunately, I feel like Advanced Warfare 2 is going to be right around the corner as well.
Really?
Like I feel like Advanced Warfare 2 is going to be right around the corner.
They gotta have a good story though, because that story on the first one was good.
What they could do is what I would recommend they do is just make a cycle that people's used to, because right now we don't know what's coming next. We don't know. Okay, this should be Advanced Warfare, or this should be Modern Warfare. Like if you make it to where kind of how who does it every other year, they do like Forza. You know how Forza does every other year it's either going to be Horizon or Motorsport. But you know this every other year, so people can already look forward to the fact that we're gonna get another Advanced Warfare, or we're gonna get another Modern Warfare. But make the cycle something that people can recognize and they can follow.
I think one of them does. Treyarch does. You always know it's gonna be a Black Ops. Like you never think it's gonna be something that you're never gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be World War II.
So like, when you know that it's Treyarch's turn,
you know it's usually gonna be Black Ops. Infinity Ward, you usually know is going to be Modern Warfare, but then they threw in Ghost. So Ghost kind of came out of nowhere. But
then what about Advanced Warfare?
And that was new. That was Sledgehammer. So that was brand new. So like, I think I'm with her. I think it's going to be Modern Warfare 4. If they were smart, they would make it Modern Warfare 4, because the Modern Warfare name holds weight. It's very similar to Black Ops. It holds that kind of weight. Ghost held no weight whatsoever. Nobody gave a fuck about Ghost. Nobody cares about Advanced Warfare. So if they want to be smart, and it's Call of Duty, no matter what, they're going to sell millions. Even though the numbers are going down, they're still going to sell millions and millions and millions, playing the same repetitive ass game over and over and over and over and over again, with the same bum ass kill streaks over and over and over again. Like the only way. The difference between this game, Black Ops 4, and other Call of Duty is they stole great things from other games. This Black Ops 4 is not the best game in my opinion, but it did a decent job of stealing things from other games. It did a great job stealing things from Rainbow Six Siege. It did a great job stealing things from Overwatch. It did a decent job stealing things. It didn't do anything perfect. It just did everything okay. Like in my opinion, it did everything just okay. Modern Warfare will be, I forget, what was Modern Warfare 3? Modern Warfare 3 was, they had like the specialist attack class, they had like support classes, they had, the maps were kind of small. I feel like if they do Modern Warfare 4, people will kind of throw it'll have some weight behind it. People will respect it a little bit more.
I agree. I would love a female villain. I would.
Kind of like Wolfenstein, have you said?
Yeah. I haven't played 2 yet. I got it though.
Do y'all play the campaign for Call of Duty?
Which one?
I do. When I do play Call of Duty, I play campaign because I'm scared to go online unless I'm playing with friends.
I respect
that. So that's one of the reasons why I have not played Blackout, because it doesn't have a single player campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. So I'm not interested.
Yeah, they cut all the single player people out when they did that.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one I look forward to the campaign too. We probably the smallest percentage of people that play that game.
Yeah.
And so that's why. But think about it. They cut us out though. We're not buying that game. You get what I'm saying? So it's like if the entire industry goes this route, it's gonna be a problem in the future. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I respect that. To be honest with you, I ain't played Call of Duty campaign since like Black Ops 1. I give no fucks about the campaign. Call of Duty 4 was amazing. Modern Warfare 2's campaign was amazing. And the Black Ops was amazing. But I just want to shoot people online. Like I can't just, like, it'd be different if the game was designed more for a single player and it just added multiplayer later. The game is more designed for multiplayer with a good single player.
Right, but I don't understand why they can't be like Halo. Like Halo You know, it's got like kind of the best of everything. It's got great PVE, great PvP, great story. You know what I mean? So like. I don't get why we
You
gonna
don't
make
hate
those.
me for that. I'm on a fence with that game. That franchise is just
Man, I'm
like,
sorry. Like I didn't like the story on Halo 5, but I absolutely loved the gameplay. Like it's butter, like it's smooth. But that's about it. You know.
me and
It's the
Halo have
easiest
never,
first-person shooter to get into.
me and Halo have never got along.
Love
Like
it. Love it.
we have a love. Halo to me is like it's unfortunate to say this, but Halo is like Tupac and Biggie. Like you either like Gears or you like Halo. I couldn't like both. When I was like, nah, I'm going Gears.
I like both.
Like,
I like both. I like
I'm
Gears
going
and
Gears.
Halo. But I get it. I
Oh, we
get it.
beefing now. We
Because
beefing.
Gears is everything Halo has, but better in my opinion. It has a better story, has better multiplayer. Like, Halo
So,
is just
so
like,
you're definitely looking forward to the new Gears, then Gears
I'm
5.
not at all. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh wow! Yeah, you set me up. I feel
I'm
set
not
up.
at all, son. It wasn't, but like my thing is like I was competitive. I was game battles in MLG Gears 1. After that, I still played every Gears, but it didn't give me that feeling of Gears 1. So like I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get the Gears. I'm just kind of like,
Did you play 4?
After
I'm
Cliffy
curious at
left,
this
I
point.
felt some type of way about it. Like
I'm just curious now. Did you play 4? Gears 4?
yeah, I played 4.
Okay. What'd you
I
think of
played
Gears
them
4?
all.
Oh, okay.
Except Judgment. Well, I played Judgment, but
Oh,
Judgment was ass.
Judgment is
Yeah.
bad.
Judgment would have been good
They
if
could
it
have
came out
skipped the
before
Judgment.
Gears
They didn't
1.
have to release that game. They could have just skipped Judgment. Like
I just felt like the game just went down once Cliffy left.
yeah.
Like I just was like, all right, bro, what are we doing?
That's why I can't wait for 5 because they're supposed to be putting some new things into the game and etc. We'll see.
Oh yeah, I'm hyped for 5.
Yeah.
And you know, Game Pass is gonna be on Game Pass, right?
Facts.
Yep.
Facts.
Oh, it is. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that might make me a little happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. We are gonna be on our we're trickling down towards the end, so we got like a topic and a tidbit left. So if you guys want to put y'all questions, y'all know the deal. I need them questions, the word question to be big, and followed by your questions. First come, first serve, and we'll answer them towards the end of the show. Now, this final topic though, this week, a quote unquote female pro Overwatch player quits over harassment, right? There's 2 parts to this. The first part was like, okay, it's a female Overwatch player that's getting harassed and by the other members of like the other people in the community. So she couldn't take it and she dipped. Okay. On that, for me, if you got a pro team, then you supposed to have your pro team company back you up as much as you can. Okay, now part 2 was thank you, CHAREECE, for the update that we got this morning. Come to find out, she ain't even she. It was this dude by the name of what is his name? Punisher?
Yeah.
Punisher. That set this up as a quote unquote social experiment. Now, my question to you to the panel is, why is people going through lengths, leap and bound to prove a point? We all know, why would you fake? I'm sorry, it's just that I'm kind of triggered on this topic.
Yeah, I can tell.
Because I was sympathizing with the female pro Overwatch player. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was sympathizing only to be bamboozled in the end.
Like, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But personally, I think that was a point. That was the point of the experiment, to show how quick the sympathy would go if he portrayed to be a woman as opposed to anything else. I think that was the whole purpose of what he did. Because if this was a dude, nobody would have gave a fuck
at all.
It wouldn't even made news. Nobody would have cared. For him quitting, getting DDoS, because it happens 24/7. So the point was, if he pretended to be somebody he wasn't as a woman, it would spark outrage, and people would go on defending blah blah blah, and all of a sudden, now that you find out the truth, it's like, oh, he got us.
Yeah.
And I think that was the whole point of it, personally.
I was more upset with the actual the esport pro team group did not back her up as much as I thought they would. You know what I mean? Because
that pissed me off too. Like, why you ain't
See that? But you don't understand what he's saying. That's the whole point.
That was the whole
The whole
point.
point. Like he's like, okay, if I was female, people would be pissed about all of this. But if this all happened and I'm a dude, and people not mad at all. So that was the whole
Because
point.
I'm sure this
You fall
happens
right
all
into
the
his
time.
trap.
Yeah, I'm sure this happens all the time, and you know you never hear about it. But it was the woman part that got people up in the roar. Because I've seen everybody on my timeline talking about, even people that don't even be playing video games like that.
It wasn't the woman part that got me. It was the not supporting of her esports team that got me. Because as a female going into esports, they should know what they're dealing with before they jump in competition mode. So I feel like not even a woman, just a person, period. If you go on an esports team, they're supposed to back you up. They were supposed to back you up.
Yeah, but I think
the
part that
that's
triggered
your
me.
family now.
Yeah, the part that triggered me was the fact that they didn't believe that a female gamer was good enough. Like that's the part that tripped me out. When they were talking about that, like, okay, so what were you just trying to say that women can't play Overwatch? Like, they didn't believe that a woman would be that in the top, whatever. Some of the comments, or whatever, was kind of outrageous. In regards to like skill level and being able to play and being a legitimate gamer and all this stuff. And so it's kind of sad to see that, okay, yeah, it really wasn't a woman. So it kind of proves them right.
It actually just proved everything he said. It's unfortunate, but it's just like, got him, nigga. Got like that's literally all
that's
I say.
Exactly
got
what
him.
it is.
Like, we got him, bro. Like, and I want to hear more because I'm giving him more credit than he might have given himself. I just wanted to, I hope that that's what it was for. I hope it wasn't just as a big joke. I hope that there was a meaning behind it and he was showing it how ruthless and how stupid the gaming community can be.
He kind of proved 2 points though. He proved 2 points.
He did.
Yeah.
He proved multiple points, and I'm hoping that's why he did it, as opposed to just because he was a troll and just felt like a troll.
Right.
I do think that it's mad disrespectful, it's mad sexist, it's mad, like, you know what I'm saying, to think that women can't fucking play games or play games as well as anybody else. Like, I don't understand where that logic even comes from, but you gotta realize most of the people on, like, you can't take the face value of what the fuck half these niggas on the internet are saying, because most of these dudes ain't never seen boobs in their real life, most ain't never seen vagina, and most of these dudes are virgins living at home in their mom's basement, and they like 15, 14, 13 years old, and they don't know shit from shit. Not excusing them, but like they just stupid. Because every time you see this in general, like women in the gaming community in general, anytime you see like a woman as a main character or something like that, you always got all these dudes sitting up here spamming 24/7, trolling 24/7. It's like, bro, y'all came from a woman. Y'all cannot. I find it very hard to believe the dudes hate women as much as they proclaim they do, but I really think they do, bro. I really think that they really, in their hearts of hearts, hate anything women 24/7.
It's a superiority complex. That's all it is. You know, they don't. You know, that's people. Some people like to feel like they got power over something, and it's always kind of been a thing. So I don't want to delve into it too much. Clearly, but
I got bamboozled. Okay, I got bamboozled. Okay.
Yeah, we all did. We all did. Cause I was hot for like a good hour after I read the story and went back and started reading tweets and stuff. And then when I read the update this morning, I was like, this bullshit right here.
Right.
Well, I'm glad you gave us the update because we would have been talking about a totally different. This would have been a totally different conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna do our final tidbits. I see we got a few, like 8 questions, but we got that. What is your top 3 gaming goals for 2019? We can start with the guest, UTX.
Shit, anyone. My top 3 gaming goals. I want to finish the games I actually play. That's always been a goal of mine. Like I play so many different games, and I usually get like somewhere between halfway through. And like I get bored of shit so quick. like if it doesn't keep my interest throughout the whole thing, I will skip it. So I will definitely try to finish more games to play. I want to try different variety games. I do consider myself a variety gamer. But there are some games I'm just like, nah, bro, I would never touch that. So I think I'm gonna try to be more open with gaming as well, and also try new things or whatever. That's two right now. I don't know if I can give you a I don't really have a third right now.
What about trying to go to E3?
You to me like real life shit. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want to go to like an event or something. I thought you just meant like gaming.
It could be anything in the gaming.
I definitely
Yeah,
want to
gaming
go.
related.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. Oh, if that's the case, that list gonna change like a motherfucker. Like I want a million subs, be like.
Okay, I didn't say the question correctly. Okay, what like gaming wise? What are your goals?
Oh well, I want to become a partner on Twitch for sure. That's definitely like my biggest goal. I definitely want to go to at least 2 events this year because I've never been to a single event. So I either want to do an E3 or a PAX or some of those like penny arcades or something like that. And I'm still going to keep I want to try expand my gaming horizon and play different types of games. So that's my 3.
Okay, Chareece, what's your 3?
Oh shit.
She wasn't ready.
I wasn't ready. I'm still thinking. Oh my god. Okay. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I want to increase my my subs on Mixer. I'm at 300 plus now. Thank y'all for everybody who subbed to me. I want to go up to at least around 500 for the rest at the end of the year. I want to get a camera for some odd reason. I don't think I want to because all this shit with Ellie is kind of making me kind of iffy. So that was my original goal that I had set for myself to actually stream with my camera. If I can break myself into doing it on a regular, but I don't think I'm gonna change that one.
You might want to keep that mystery going.
Y'all just be
like Master Chief.
Y'all just have to, listen to me sing and shit. I want to do another event. I'm gonna see if I'll try to make it out to E3 again. I had a blast this past year with the ladies, meeting new people, seeing everybody, and walking around and chilling and hanging out of LA. I want to do it again. And my third, I don't know. I don't know about the third. I don't know. I might have to come back on that one too. But those are my top 2.
Okay. What about you, Delilah?
Wow. For me, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I definitely want to do some more events. I had a great time last year, so that's always in my repertoire. But as far as new things, I definitely want to get my YouTube channel back jumping, get some more videos out there, and do more commentary on games and reviews on games that I've played. And like recently, my husband and I, we found out we had like 610 games on Xbox One, and so I want to that means my backlog is insane, and I kind of want to cut that down some. So yeah, that's pretty much my goals.
Okay. Mine's, I want Grown Women Gamer to hit 1,000 subs. I want my own personal numbers to go up. I don't think I'm not thinking about no partner now. I'm not partner status, but I just want my own personal Lady Infamous 415 numbers to go up.
Yeah.
I want one trip with Grown Women Gaming this year. I don't know where, but a trip with all us ladies. Cause oh my God, it was just so much fun last year.
That's great.
And just try to like not be petty and not be negative. And my skin got a little tougher, so just to be more resilient. So that's my personal goals as far as within the gaming community is concerned. I guess that's it. Let me see. We got one question. I'm surprised. Okay. Super Cooper question was, should there be a gender split in esports teams, male only, female only, etc.?
No. Gaming's universal. Nope.
That's a skill-based activity. It should not be based on physical activity at all. That's right.
That's like saying, should there be only male programmers versus female programmers? Programmer, okay? No.
Yeah, I agree. It's not like it's a physical, like basketball, sports or something like that, even though they do classify gaming as sports, where there's clearly an unfair advantage with 7-foot niggas 300 pounds versus
right.
It's like that's a clear disadvantage. But like gaming, hell no, there's no advantages for male or female. It's just your reaction time and how good you are at the game. Like, so I would love to see some mixings.
Okay. Well,
I think
that was it. That was
We
it.
had like 8 questions. This is
I thought we
new.
had like 15 million questions. Okay, then we gonna start these outros. Then let's start off with our guest, UTx. Tell them where you be at. Tell them what you're doing.
Yeah, I'll be on Twitch. I'll be on Twitch. You can follow me if you want. It don't really matter. I appreciate y'all for having me on, though. I also do GMGs. As y'all know, show up squad game, General Man Gaming Game. Shout out to GWG as well. I appreciate y'all for having me on. It was an honor to be y'all guest. If y'all ever need a nigga to come back, hit me up. Yes, you can follow me on Twitch at UTxDaProph3cy with a 3, and on Twitter the same thing with a 3. I just be talking my shit, man.
Okay, thank you. I'm honored. I'm happy. Delilah, tell me where you at. Tell them where they gonna be at.
Yes, you guys know you can find me right here on Grown Women Gaming every Saturday at noon. Catch me on Twitter, Delilah_HD. And DeProph3cy, thank you for coming on. I did put your information in the description, so if anybody want to follow him and check out GMG, hit him up on Twitter. And I'll see you guys next week.
All right, Miss CHAREECE.
What's up? First of all, again, thank you for coming through our podcast, UTx. That was nice. You were excellent. I took notes. Yeah, it's always your girl CHAREECE. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Mixer. I'm usually lurking around somewhere doing something that I ain't got no business doing. But yeah, thank y'all again for starting off the new year with us. We greatly appreciate it, as always, and hope to see y'all throughout the year.
All right, y'all. And last but not least, this is me, Lady Infamous 415. You know where I be at. I be on Twitch, Lady_Infamous 415. I be there the majority of the time. I'm gonna try to get back on some vlogs on YouTube. So you check me out on Lady Infamous 415 YouTube channel. I'll be on Twitter all the time, every day. Lady_Infamous 30. Much love to UTx for coming through. I'm ecstatic. Shout out to the chat that coming through showing us love.
Yep.
Gang.
And Gawd Squad.
Yeah, shout out to the Gawd Squad, be gang.
Okay.
And shout out to LBOOGIE though. Sorry that she couldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to LBOOGIE 0208. If you guys don't know where she's at, she's on Twitter, LBOOGIE 0208, as well as on her Mixer. She should be having an updated schedule pretty soon. Y'all go do that and show her some love. And you guys enjoy your Saturday. I'm going to try to make it to the store without raining because it's about to rain. So much love to you guys, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.